In this video we're going to be talking about how to replace the chain on your Pallmann Spider Triple Plate. Recently we've had a customer that had to buy a replacement chain, so I thought I'd just do this video for anyone else in the future that needs to replace them. So first of all, we want to get to the bottom of the triple plate. To remove the chain we need 4 tools. So we've got our long nose pliers, we've got a 13mm spanner, we've got a screwdriver which we're just going to use for leverage, and just in case we've got our nylon or rubber mallet. So in order to take this chain off we need to loosen this gear here. So this is the smallest one out of all 4 of them. So by doing that I'm just going to hold on to the plate here and I'm just going to loosen it. Just want it to be slack, and then we're going to pull it over, put it in, slide it over, take the chain off. Take the chain off the rest of the cogs. So what you need to do is you need to work your way around the chain and find where the split pin is. So I'm just going to bring the camera closer so you can have a look at the pin. So what we're looking for on the chain is this little split pin here. Now usually the ones that are fitted on the factory are going to have a little bit of red on them, so that's to indicate where the spring is, but it's also to keep it locked in place so you can tell it's in factory settings. Now we're close to the triple plate, what you're looking for on the chain is the split pin. So usually the factory setting ones have a red bit of paint on there. That's to indicate that's where the pin is, and it's also just so it's known as factory settings. So what we're going to have to do is take this pin off. So we're going to get our long nose pliers and we're going to find the tip of the clip, and we're just going to lever it off using this pin and the tip of the clip. Like that. So that's sprung out of place. Now what we can do is just take that off. This is what's sprung off. This is the clip. We'll keep that, and then we just need to take this top bit off here. Use the pliers. From underneath, we're just going to lift it. Like that, and then we can delete the chain. Now we've got the chain off, where you need to put the chain back on. Now it is a really good idea to take a picture of the configuration of the chain on the gears. Luckily I did as well, so I'm just going to have a look at that and then we're going to get it on. So I'm first going to start it off by threading it through this side, and so the first place we want to go is we want to go around here. So I'm going to start on here and I'm going to work around, and then we're going to go back around the gears, and we're going to finish on here, going around this one here. So that's the configuration you need. So you're going to start around there, work your way around the cogs to here. Now we have the exciting fiddly part of putting our link back on with our spring clip. So from under, stop focusing. So from underneath we're going to put our link in. On top of that we're going to put our plate. And then our spring pin. Now an important thing about this spring pin is it needs to go on in a certain way. So we're going to put it on so the open side is facing in the direction that it's not spinning, and the closed end is facing the direction it is spinning. Reason for that is the force of it going around the chain will actually push it and hold it on the chain, rather than if you do it the other way around, the force of the chain is actually going to push the spring clip off and the chain will come loose. Now we've gone through the painstaking task of putting that clip back on, we now need to get the tension right on the triple plate. So obviously it's too loose at the moment, so we want to pull this cog here over. We're going to use our screwdriver just to get in that groove and pull some tension on it. We don't want it too loose and we don't want it too tight, so I'd recommend we pull it as tight, leave it a little slack, and then we nip up the nut. That's how. So that slack there is perfect. So there's just a little bit of flex in there, not too slack and not too tight. So I'm just going to tighten that up now. Good to go. So now I've tightened it up, I just want to check how loose or tight the chain is, and we have to do it in a few different spots in quarter turns, because on a chain there is some tight spots, so we just want to make sure when we find that tight spot it's not too tight. Good.